lovely, isn't it?
I'm going to get it for you as soon as we are rich.
Oh, I don't really want it.
That's all right. I'll get it anyway. We'll come back for it the day after tomorrow.
After tomorrow? For that.
Yes, we'll go inside.
But what for?
To meet an acquaintance.
Who?
No one. Graciously supplied by the cafe.
To customers.
May I remind you we were looking for customers?
But we didn't meet anybody.
They. Oh, it's sad. There's no one here. We could call a friend. There's nobody we know.
In the whole world?
In that cafe. But I do have friends. Where we're going to spend the night.
All night?
I think so. I'll have to call them first. But if you prefer these nuts here...
This is pretty cozy.
Oh, this is nothing will be cozy. I do care. But we had to find a setting that is right.
Oh, not anymore. It doesn't really matter.
And why?
Because I want you.
Wait for me. You don't have to worry. All right. And another thing. Listen.
Well?
Let's go.
What did they say?
Oh, no one home yet.
But then, you talked to somebody.
What? Well, you've been listening?
No, but I saw you speaking.
Oh, but why, that was only the telephone operator. Come on.
Well, if there's nobody there...
That's all right. There's just you and I. It's our night. We'll see these people later.
Is it very far?
Not if we get a ride. Let's go. We'll proceed as usual. This way.
But there's no one home. Who's going to let us in?
This door should be open. See? I told you.
And with what?
With that. And not later than tomorrow, we will be rich. Right now, we'll have to sell this. Come on. You stop worrying.
Come on, tell the truth, please. We didn't see anybody all night, so it's not a present.
Well, I'll explain it to you later, over lunch. Don't worry about a thing. Oh, there's a car coming. Let's make a try for a ride.
Tell me, Who gave you this object?
What is its value?
I should promptly call the police, but I've bigger worries. Should anyone ask, I never saw you before.
This object's my property. I might add, you haven't any... Are you buying?
Audrey, he might phone the police. Let's go.
Not bad for you. Many thanks. Oh, wait. I have other objects I wouldn't mind offering up for sale. I'll return tomorrow. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Your check, sir. Thank you.
All right, my little princess. I didn't tell you the truth, but not about the candlestick. I do have a confession to make about the house where we've been. It does not belong to friends of mine. It's my home.
Yes, I understand.
My father and I never got along, and when my mother died, it's he who sent me away.
Your father. Then it's because of him that we left this morning.
Listen, Maria. Everything that's in this house that is of any value belonged to my mother. She wanted me to have it. She told me so herself. Ever since I've had my little wife with me, I've kept thinking, by myself I didn't give it about money, but there are two of us now. I want to take what's mine, at least a part of it. Tonight I'll go back to the house. I don't believe there's any danger.
Danger? I'm going with you then.
My brave little princess.
Don't call me a princess.
Yes, you are. And you are my wife. There's nobody around. But better play it safe just in case. Let's go. I'm ready.
I'm not.
No one knows you, but if you want to.
Oh, God, just like in the movies. Careful with my hair.
All set.
How do I look?
Let me see. Just great. Let's get going.
Yes, sir!
One, two, and three. I've won.
Shh. The visitors again?
There's nobody tonight. The boss isn't going to get home till later. I know that.
So then, what is it?
Nothing. Only the fire and the fireplace in the front room. Wait.
I'm going to check anyway.
Oh, no, we have to add it up first. I'm sure I win tonight. That's right.
This is so exciting. Shh.
Come on.
It's nothing.
Hands up. You don't remember your own home?
Oh, it looks as if my father's changed things around.
Oh.
Come on. That's too big. I'll use the other bag. Hold this one.
Oh, there's no one around. Listen, it's pretty.
Hands up, you. Wait, hey, this is great. Too bad, but we have better things to do.
Sit down. Who are you? Look, miss, you can't afford being insolent. You forget you've been caught in... What's your name for it?
Reclaiming our part.
Your part? Your part of what?
Oh, which belongs to Andre, and which you've taken. I'm going to marry Andre tomorrow, your own son.
You want to be married to my son, Andre?
And don't imagine you can prevent this marriage. You've harmed us enough as it is. Andre is of age. He loves me and I love him.
Let's assume this to be true. But tell me, why did this young man run away and leave you to your fate? You can't tell me why. And he told you that all this is his, right?
No, only half, just his mother's property.
Now listen, young lady, and look straight into my eyes. I don't know what the young man told you about me, but I give you my word of honor. He is not my son. I never had a son.
That's just unbelievable. You mean that none of these things are Andre's? What stops you from having me arrested? Go ahead, call the police.
We have plenty of time. Sit down. What's your name?
Maria de Ortega.
And how did you meet this young man? You should tell me.
Why?
There is a reason. You'll find out a little later. Do tell me, please. Where did you live? Was it Madrid?
No. It was in a lovely little town.
What's called?
You wouldn't know it.
Tell me anyway. Come on, please.
Sigis on the south coast.
Oh, I know. There's a beautiful church overlooking the...
It's a beautiful church. I used to go to Mass there every Sunday with my father.
And your mother?
Oh, no, she had to stay home and cook our Sunday dinner, whether she liked it or not. Everybody was. I was never permitted to go out alone, except, of course, to go to school, and sometimes to shop for dinner to help Mother. The only chance I had to walk through the city was with my father on those Sundays to church and back. But he never spoke to me, except to give me orders. Outside of school, I was forbidden to have any contacts with young people of my age. It's on the way home from church that I saw André for the first time. My father didn't notice a thing. One wasn't supposed to talk during the meal, except if Father asked you a question. And we had to wait for his permission to clear the table. The atmosphere in our house was... Fortunately, I had a friend and ally, an accomplice, in fact. Our maid. Her little signal meant that she had something to tell me. To have a few minutes alone with her, I offered to go and help her wash the dishes. It was not as simple as that. Usually, my father was against it. But on that particular Sunday, my mother dared to contradict him. She'll have to learn to be a perfect housewife, she said, to please the husband we'll select for her. And Father said, all right. Every time we managed to be alone together, Conchita gave me a complete report on her most recent love affairs. She had plenty of them. Her room was on the ground floor, and she climbed through the window almost every night after everyone in the house had gone to sleep. Her latest lover had been especially passionate. Wide shoulders, narrow waist, so handsome. In those picture magazines, the hero always wooed the girl with gifts and flowers, and the story ended with a kiss and a marriage proposal. There were so many questions I had to ask about all these things, but there was no one to answer them. My mother? No, all she'd say was, wait till we find you a husband. He'll explain everything. But it's not for math or Latin that I needed his advice. That day, in fact, he seemed satisfied with my work. Had he been a real father, this would have been the perfect time for a heart-to-heart talk. But I'd never dared to broach any of the questions that were on my mind. Mother didn't feel well, and I was the one to do the shopping for the day. I loved those rare moments of independence. All I had on my mind was André, and I was going to take advantage of this opportunity to make a detour through the street where I'd seen him for the first time the day before. If only I could see him again, just one more time. I had lost him, the man of my dreams. I knew nothing about him, not even his name. I was sure I'd never see him again. don't get it. That's mine.
Sure, but for a young lady, it's much too heavy. So let me help you carry it, all right? My name is Andre.
Mine's Maria.
Maria de Ortega, I know.
But how do you know?
I made inquiries.
What for?
Oh, because, Oh, wait just a moment. Here, give me that.
But I'm quite able to carry it myself.
Oh, because you're going to need both of your arms to bear a burden of another kind.
Of another kind? What?
Princess, this is for you.
But why the flowers?
To prove I care for you. Later. I'll see you tonight at the foot of the church stairs.
He told me that he had cared for me. My room was one flight up, much too high to jump through the window. And I certainly couldn't have used the main entrance. My father would have heard me. There was one solution: to climb through the window of Conchita's room on the ground floor. Andre introduced me to his friend. The next evening, Andre did wait for me at the foot of the church stairs, just as he said he would. We had walked all night. We were starved, but Andre had no money left. Lucky, Conchita had thought of everything. Amidst the skirts she'd given me as a farewell present, we bought some mineral water and some bread. There was a dessert, too. Apples. Our first meal on the road was wonderful. I was so happy. We were going to use the remainder of my savings for a bus, for us to get across the border as quickly as possible. In fact, that was the reason for our trying to catch the bus on the highway instead of waiting for it at a regular bus stop, where we might have been questioned. One needs identity papers to cross the border between one country and another, and of course I didn't have any. Besides, I was underage, and minors need parental permission in writing to travel abroad. But we decided anyway to take a closer look. The crossing point was well guarded. didn't have any money to pay for such service. But Andre knew one of them, and we got some free advice about the best road across the mountains. It was cold in the mountains that night. My first night in the arms of Andre. The next morning we had made it to France. We were anxious to get to the south of France as quickly as possible. Our only means of traveling was hitchhiking. I had no experience to speak of. No, that was not the way I'd imagined my honeymoon trip with the man of my dreams. And I was beginning to wonder, what was I doing there on those unfriendly roads? The Mediterranean coast was sunny, but we were as hungry as before. Andre's drawings on the sidewalks of Marseille did not attract much attention. I hadn't even been able to collect enough coins to buy some cheese or sausage to put on our bread. Saint-Tropez, at last. Andre was in a hurry to contact his friends whose invitation had started us on our trip. Of course, he had to phone them first and announce our arrival.
I'm not getting any reply. They've a new number, maybe. I'll go there and find out.
Let's go then.
Oh, no. I've got to go there by myself.
But why? And where am I supposed to wait?
Don't worry.
Andre realized the reasons for my distress. After all, we hadn't been separated for a single moment ever since we left Spain. He reassured me and promised that he wouldn't be long. I should wait for him at a place on a hilltop overlooking Saint-Tropez, where a group of young people, some of them his friends, lived community fashion. I didn't quite know what that meant.
Come over here. Come sit down.
Thanks. They were young people from all over the world, attracted by the sunny climate of the Mediterranean, who had decided to live together.
Want some? Go ahead.
Want some? Here.
Thanks.
It's good? Yeah? You staying?
A while. The boy who had poured the coffee for me was nice. His name was Jan. He'd Andre hadn't returned yet, but thanks to Jan, the time hadn't seemed too long. I liked his company. He made me feel good.
I'm sorry, no one told me, ma'am.
I had what I deserved. I had lost Andre. I'd been caught in the web of Jan's beautiful words and carried away by the sight of loving without restraint. I don't know how long I'd been asleep. When I woke up, Andre was with me. Seeing me in the arms of Jan, he asked me to forget that incident. He was sorry. And he had asked me to forgive him. He loved me. He'd been able to contact his friends. Everything was all set for the following evening. All he had to do was call them shortly before we were to arrive. Andre, I don't want to wait. I want to be yours. I was happy. I hadn't lost Andre. In the morning, we left our belongings at the community and walked around Saint-Tropez all day. We had lots of fun. Late afternoon, Andre tried to reach his friends to announce our arrival. That was yesterday. But then, you were at home.
Well, yes and no.
But this has to be explained. You should explain it. Andre says this is his home here. You're going too far. There must be some truth in what he told me. But what could have been Andre's motive in coming here tonight? Because it is his property. But the only thing that really matters is I love him. Last night was so beautiful.
Yes, I know.
What do you mean? Explain.
You need a rest. You may stay here tonight. We'll talk again tomorrow, and much will become clear to you then.
And Andre? How will I ever find him again?
I promise you will see him again. Will you take the young lady to the beige room? You heard me. The beige room.
Yes, sir.
It's all right. You have nothing to worry about. Good night.
If I may be of any service to you, kindly press that button. For your breakfast tomorrow morning, do ring twice, if you please. Tea or coffee?
What did you say?
Tomorrow morning, tea or coffee?
Oh, coffee, if you please.
Thank you very much. Maybe I could personally express to you my regrets for what has occurred. May I wish you a pleasant night?
I've come to see if you have everything you need. I'll be away all day tomorrow, but I repeat, you have nothing to fear anymore in my house. My servant will get your clothes back in shape by tomorrow. In the meantime, you may use this. Good night.
Please. Don't mind my question, sir. I'm at a loss. I don't understand why you're so kind to me. If Andre isn't your son...
All right. I'll explain. As I told you, I have no son. But I have a daughter. She was your age then. Why did she do it? Now that you've told me your story, I understand. I should have been a trusted friend to her. Instead, my only interest was my business. And my pleasure. And it still is. And she grew up a lonely girl like you did. This is her room. This is her robe. And this is she. That's all. I'll see you tomorrow evening in my study. I wish you a pleasant night.
Same to you.
Shall I put out the light?
Please do, sir.
Good evening. Oh, nice of you to come. Good evening, miss. Sorry I'm late. I just got back a few moments ago. Almost at the same time as my guest. I'm giving you a little party tonight. Sit down, please. Are you in shape to take a lesson that will hurt you? A lesson for your own good? If infected, you do trust me.
I trust you.
I do hope that this trust won't be shaken by what I'm going to tell you now. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has his shortcomings. Some are my guests tonight at my party. It has started already now. Come with me.
The other night, that blonde girl. Andre!
Why did you show me? Just to enjoy my suffering?
Maybe. Yes. But this pain is for your own good. You'll get over it soon, and you'll be grateful to me for having brought you back to your senses. I'm sure of it. Yes? Good, we're waiting for you. It's your father. He's just arrived. I had a long talk with him on the telephone. He has recognized his mistakes just as I have seen mine, thanks to you. Everything will get back to normal. Your father knows what was wrong before. He'll take you home. You will be a happy little girl from now on. But now you'd better go back to your room. Andre will be here any moment to get paid.
I'll stay.
All right. It might be even better that way. But under one condition. Come along.
Good evening. Well, my dear sir, satisfied? You don't pay much for the service I render. As for you, I knew you wouldn't be there. Ah, but you may know it for a fact that if I... To this girl who is in love with me and whom I love myself, you don't know what love is, do you? No, Mr. Whitson. I want twice as much. Or I'm going to tell the police what's happening here.
Pay him, Mr. Whitson.
Give it to me.
Did I kill Andre?
No. We have to call an ambulance. You shouldn't be found here. Go up to your room. Your father will join us.
I heard a shot go off. Anything bad?
He tried to kill me with his knife. I had to defend myself. Call an ambulance. Quick. Come on. Go to your room. Try to get some rest. Your father will be here any moment. How do you do? She's upstairs. I show you to her room. And take her home right away.
Thank you for everything.
I'm sorry, I have to leave you. First door on your left.
Nothing better.
Oh, no, an accident of no importance. Come on. There.
Yes, miss?
I should go with him. I'm his wife.
This way, madam.